Hello, YouTube. Today we are going to be playing Brick Rigs, and I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to drive all the vehicles in Brick Rigs because the controls are not very explicit, and like I said in the description, some controls are different than others. It depends on what vehicle you're getting and where you're getting it from. So I'm going to start with the plane, and this is just a jet, but it's very easy to drive, and this jet has very good aviation controls. I'm sure you could find it. It has the ability to drop bombs, etc. Because, who doesn't want to do that? Um, and I'm going to be going over how to fly a plane. So if you're going to be riding a plane with keyboard and mouse, um, you are going to first start by positioning your camera in the direction that you want to ride the plane in, and then press Alt. There should be a little like settings thing in the bottom right corner which indicates that you're in Alt mode. Then you can use W to go forward, S to cut the engines, and A to go to the left and D to go to the right. Or it might be vice versa. And then oh, I just started my engines. And you want to use your mouse, move your mouse up to go down, down to go up, and then left to go left, right to go right. Wait, no, that does not make any sense. Move your mouse in the direction that you want to go, and it should work. I'm also going to teach you some like tricks that will help you when you're flying a plane. So I'm going to start by turning down the volume on this because I do want everything to be lower. That's very low. So I'm going to start by taking off, and you want to move your mouse down to go up, and most vehicles or planes have the ability to press X to take away your landing gear, and if you press Alt mode, you can leave it in the direction that you put it, which is one of the things that I really like to use because that helps make it a lot easier to fly these things. So I'm gonna just fly over the city. Of course, my vehicle has like bombs. I mean, because who doesn't love like bombs? You can just drop them as soon as they. Oh yeah, they should explode. Um, and then I can turn around by going to the right with my mouse. You don't want to get too crazy with it, and then undoing Alt mode. And you shouldn't be able to move your camera when you're in Alt mode because Alt mode is like a camera lock. It basically keeps your camera in the right position to ride like planes, helicopters, etc. and things like that. And I'm going to actually cut my engines and try to land. It's very difficult to land in Brick Rigs. Like Brick Rigs players, you probably know, it's extremely difficult to land vehicles in this game. And most people already know driving most vehicles is WASD, so it's not that difficult. Flying planes and helicopters, however, everybody wants to be able to do that, and the controls aren't very well described. I mean, some vehicles have like a description while others don't. These are just the generic controls to flying helicopters, planes, and I'm even going to go over like vehicles, like cars, because, I mean, even though it's just WASD, some vehicles do have special controls, which involve keys, um, which I'm going to go over as well, because some people don't know where those keys are, and a very soft landing. Yep, that wasn't too bad. And of course I can go to match, grab vehicle, and then press backspace to return to my editor. So I'm real quick going to grab a helicopter. I can come back to the plane later because the plane, it's pretty self-explanatory. Once you press Alt to go forward, you use the mouse to guide your way through. You can un-Alt to keep it where you last had it, and you can also use the arrow keys if you really wanted to. I just use the mouse. It's a lot simpler. So with the helicopter, you want to press right-click and activate auto hover. Unless if you're a professional at riding helicopters, auto hover is necessary in order for you to fly them, or unless if you've just played the game before and know, or if you play on controller. But if it's your first time and you're trying to get used to flying a helicopter, I would definitely suggest using Alt to fly it as well as auto hover. So Alt should activate the engines, and then you will use W and S to go up and down, A and D to turn left and right. and the mouse doesn't really do anything except for control the rolling. So like if I move my mouse to the left, it will roll, or at least attempt to roll. I think auto hover restricts rolling. So like that. This is not my best helicopter. But you use arrow keys forward and backward to move forward and backwards, W and S to go up and down, and then A and D to go left and right. So really, helicopters aren't that bad. And if you have auto hover on, it should stay hovering in the air. I am going to go over, however, real quickly how to do it without being in auto hover mode, because some people want to know, like, what's it like to fly without auto hover. Well, your main goal without auto hover on is to use the mouse to guide the helicopter. So you use the mouse up and stuff like that. Somebody just joined my server. I'm going to say hello. But you use the mouse to guide, and once you get good at flying the helicopter the other way, this becomes a really easy and safe option. Of course, with alt mode activated, I can't exactly tell. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was not good. Well, that was amazing. Anyway, um, so that's driving helicopters. It's quite self-explanatory, and as are cars, but I am going to go over them just in case you're like a beginner to brick rigs in general. Planes, of course, don't have an auto cover, so you really just want to get used to using the mouse anyway. So vehicles. I am just going to go over something simple. I have like a lot of vehicles that I just saved. So yeah, you just use W to go forward, S to go backwards, as well as to stop, space to handbrake. It automatically stops your car. If you just tap W and your vehicle is like stopped, it will turn on a brake. So like if you're on a mountain, you won't roll down it. D to go right, A to go left, and shift, left shift to shift up. So this controls how fast your car goes, so you can like make the gear go faster if you want to make your car really fast. And if you spam the shift button, it should go extremely fast, and this car does not have very good handling. I'm gonna try to, like, oh my goodness, what, no. Oh, that did not go well. Well, I'm still flying. Anyway, this, and also, like, there's a couple other controls, like, if you have a really good built car, you can do that. Another thing that I wanted to mention on the car side of things is the RC cars. So Brick Rigs actually has remote controlled cars in the game, and a lot of people don't know that because they just don't think about it, and neither did I for a while. Um, what's this one? I think that I have a really nice one. This is just my, so when you're riding RC cars, you always want to shift up because you start out very slow with them, but as soon as you shift up, it should like start driving. And of course you can do it in this mode, or you can press C, and most RC cars have cameras on them. I don't know what just happened. And you could just ride RC cars around like this. That's cool and all. RC cars are amazing, and they're extremely realistic in the game. I have a better one. I have a Traxxas car in Brick Rigs right now, but that is just my spy car because it's extremely tiny, and I think it only has like 4 bricks for the actual car, or something like that. Um, of course, pirate ships are piloted the same exact way as cars because they are basically cars and brick rigs, unless if you have mods. In that case, you can actually get things like ocean, water, and brick rigs. But most maps, generic maps in brick rigs, are normal. So this is my rocket. Rockets are piloted very easily. You do have to use the mouse a little bit though. I'm about to get run into, I think. Never mind. So this rocket does not have a passenger seat, although I do think I built one with a passenger seat at some point. I don't know. And I'm just gonna fly it. I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, take off. Just because, you know. And I have to detach this. I forgot. Yeah, I have to detach it. Ah. And with this vehicle, your goal is to detach the things, and that involves using number locks. Well, that did not go well for him, of course, but I don't know what to say. Of course, this vehicle is very well built, so it has activations and things like that. I don't know how to activate the tires, however. You don't have to go into alt mode for most rockets, but you do, however, have to know how to use WASD as well as arrow keys from some of them. I don't know how to activate the landing gear, so I don't see this going very well. And of course, you can't go to space from Earth, or at least as far as I know, but there is a space map that you can go to in Brick Rigs that allows you to get into space if you want to do space vehicles like space stations and stuff like that. This thing flies very well. I mean, to be honest, I'm surprised at the gameplay of this. So if you've seen Brick Rigs before, you probably know that the game is very popular on Steam and is still growing. Um, and you could do a lot in this game, like I described in my first video. Um, this is just a tutorial video, of course, but like in the future I can make multiplayer videos where we do a lot more things than just, tutorials. Of course, like right now it's very late, so none of my friends are online right now, so I can't do any multiplayer videos as of this moment, but I did think that this video needed to be published because a lot of people just don't know, like, the generic controls. And of course, this is not applying to all vehicles in Brick Rigs because not every single vehicle in the game is piloted exactly the same way. In fact, most vehicles aren't piloted the same way because a lot of creators have been inventing new ways to control vehicles. Like, I have a helicopter right now in my inventory that uses I to do it. He's asking me if I want to play Stormworks, and I do, but not right this instant. And also I can make videos on that as well. But so that was the tutorial, and if you don't know the controls to any of your vehicles, just let me know in the comments. Like, be like, how do I control this vehicle? That was just a very blatant overview of the subject. And I could do a lot more explanation than that, but if you want to know for specific vehicles, I would suggest looking at the description of it when you get it, which can be found in the Steam Workshop. Well, I would bye everyone. I would let me know in the comments if you want to see any more Brick Rigs content. Also, let me know what videos you guys want to see. And also make sure to like and subscribe and click that bell to keep in touch with the channel. I don't know what's happening. I just hear a lot of chaos. I'm gonna see what... Oh, he crashed. Well, see ya, everybody.